Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another edition of Hello World. I have a little music in the background. I love jazz music and I found it on the Tune In radio station. It's called Jazz Fusion. Um, Secret, I actually play this at the gym when I'm working out sometimes. And remember yesterday when we were talking about the health tips and that drink that I was telling you about? Look at this. You see that? This is what I was talking about, whether you could drain it out or strain it or just drink it straight. And I'm just going to drink it straight. Here's an example. Mm-mm. Bam. So overnight, that's going to go through my bloodstream, clean out my blood, and get me going and moving. But I would like to introduce you guys to one of the first people who actually believed in Be the Difference. He actually, heard about my little t-shirt idea. He helped me along the way. He's written so many blogs for me, and I've always been very appreciative of him. If you have the poet sock, he's actually his poetry is actually on that sock. So there's only 12. And I actually have one because as a surprise, I keep on getting up from you guys. But as a surprise, I was like, the next time I actually see him, I would actually give it to him. But seeing that he's going to be on in about a minute or so, I actually have the sock here. I put it aside for him. And he never knew that, but I was putting it aside for him. You see that? This is one of my favorite quotes that I wrote, and you see my signature. There's another one, and a little bit of graphic. See, you guys are really sleeping on the talent that this family has. And there's one of his quotes right there. Don't ever be, oh man, afraid to dream. I don't want to pull the tag too much because these are brand new socks. Um, so, without further ado, everybody welcome Billy, one of my favorite people in the whole entire world. Are you there?
I'm here, yes, yes. Nice to meet
Hey,
you.
everybody. Yes, this is Billy. I'm going to turn the music down so we can focus on you and what you have to say. So, tell everybody who you are and what you're all about.
Hello, my name is Billy. Real name is William, but you can call me Billy. Right now, I'm working on as a unmanned air technician for a small government contracting firm, and I'm also working on my insurance, life and health insurance license. Excuse me. So I can be able to sell different products available with life and health insurance and annuities and different products that we provide. So with this license, I can begin to actually make money. Right now, I'm just in the process of training and studying for this exam, which I failed twice and I almost passed last Saturday. You needed 70 to pass, and I got a 63. So I was pretty, wound up about that. But next time around, it's a 100.
I know that's right. See, you said something real key right there. You were being honest, and I think a lot of people fail to do that. He said that he took the test 2 times and did not pass. But did that define who he is? Absolutely not. Did that stop him from what he plans on doing? Absolutely not. I know this time around you're going to knock it out the park. I believe in you, and I know that you are a wise young man. And I know the conversations that we've had off the record have been always phenomenal. And I'm just glad that people are going to be able to hear what you have to say. And anyway, how was your day?
It was pretty good. I went to work. I'm able to work from home. A lot of people don't know this about me, but I suffer from a chronic illness known as multiple sclerosis. Relapsing, remitting multiple sclerosis, which I'm fortunate to have because there's 4 tiers to it. That's the lowest tier, the lowest, I guess, variety of multiple sclerosis that one can develop in their body. So I've just been working with that, and that's another thing I wanted to speak on is failure. Failure is it's all perspective. You have to, whatever you fail in life is just a stepping stone to the next thing that you have coming your way, because you always have things coming your way in life, and I think that people should embrace their failures, because that's just a stepping stone, and don't get down on yourself just because you failed or just because you are in a tough situation. I think that that's just it should be looked at from a different perspective, and it shouldn't get you down if you fail.
Mm-hmm. It's true. I agree with you. I mean, just on a personal note, things that I failed at when I was a teenager, I failed, and I took it really hard because, like, the psychological thing that goes on when you fail is like you're not accepted. It's like saying you're not good enough,
Right.
and it does something to you. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I'm glad that I've overcome it, and I've gone a lot further with that. I think I don't think, like you're like kind of like what you're saying. I don't think we should even deem things that you don't pass as a failure. It's just
Right.
maybe it's just shoot. I was never good at taking tests. Never good at taking tests, but it doesn't mean that I don't know what the subject is about. You know what I mean?
Right. There's anxiety going into anything, going into a test, going into, if you played sports, that first game, the first kickoff, the jump ball, if you played basketball, whatever you played, there's anxiety going into it. And that has a part to do with the failure, but it also has a big part to do in your mind about your approach to whatever you're doing. You may have studied for this test, and you may feel like you're prepared, but once you sit down and look at the test, the first question, your mind goes blank. It's like I write sometimes, so I sit down at my laptop and I open up a blank sheet, and everything I knew I was gonna write about, it just goes
away. That's how it is with my quotes. Like last night, I was going to bed and I was about to, how like you get that little sweet spot where you're about to like fall asleep, and if you move, you're not gonna catch it again. But then I said, I kept on replaying in my mind, if you don't write this thing down now, you're gonna forget it. So then I moved off my sweet spot just to write down the quote because I thought it was so cool. And I just, I just sacrificed that. So I know exactly what you mean, like when you forget what you had intended on doing or saying.
Exactly.
So
I just don't think that people should look at failures collectively. We're going through like a very trying time in our politics, in our country, around the world. There's a lot of crazy things going on that are failures, and people are dying and whatnot. And this is very sad. And these are extreme failures, but it's funny and weird to talk about. It's very a touchy subject because all these failures, they're all throughout history. Failures have led to big gains as well.
It's true. It's true. Very true.
Yeah.
So how's the family and everybody?
Everybody's good. Everybody's working, trying to better themselves and their health and everything. It's always good to look on the bright side. I don't see a point in coming down on yourself or coming down on anybody next to you, because how's that going to help? I think that it's much easier to sort of come down on yourself or have the sort of negative outlook, because there's a lot of negative things in the world that play into that and bring that anxiety. It makes it hard to go outside. Sometimes I don't even want to go outside because the way I walk, I have like an anxiety about that. But it doesn't matter. You have to kind of just own yourself, whatever God gave you or whatever you believe in. You have to use that belief system to push forward and keep pushing through. I have a thing, this is my personal life, I call a push. Like every morning I use this push. It's just in my my mind is just a sort of method I use to get me out of bed and to get me going for the day. I use this push, and it's always there. It's in everybody, but a lot of people don't like to use the push. I don't see anything. I give myself no other option but to use the push.
Mm-hmm. What's like a normal day for you?
As far as
Just like you said, like waking up and sometimes having that anxiety, like what people like, is it anxiety because you wonder what people are thinking, or is it just
well, I mean, in the beginning, I was diagnosed in 2012 on the first of the year, January 1st, and I was still in college. So that's sort of when the anxiety really started, because it was like, do I go back to school? Do I take a semester off? Do I, I didn't know what to do. I was 19. I got a call from my neurologist, and it was like, that's when I started living this way, I guess. Like, that's when the push kind of started. It was like, I can give into this illness, or I can sort of rise above it and learn to live with it, because there's no cure for multiple sclerosis. But, it's just in you. You have to, it's in all of us. It's not just me. Everybody has this push. You just have to sort of find it within yourself and just keep moving. A normal day for me, I guess I would say, I've been waking up in pain for like the past 7 years. Like, I wake up in pain, my knee hurts, my ankle hurts, my lower back hurts, every single morning. And I have to, this is the first thing I deal with in the morning. So it's like, that's where the decision has to be made. And if you wake up normal, you still have to make that decision to attack the day how you want to attack it. However your body allows you to attack it. And you have to just go for it and don't think about anything but the goals you have. People talk about intention a lot these days. That's like a hot topic. I think you should write down your intentions, and you should go after them every day, and you should don't let anybody sort of get in your way, because the main person that's going to get in your way is yourself.
Yep.
And I learned that through dealing with something that I didn't prepare for. You can't prepare for sickness. So this sort of taught me a lot of things about life. I think it's weird to say, but it took me a long time to get to this point. It's like, you have to sort of be, I don't really like the word positive, but to just be uplifting within yourself to get what needs to be done, because there's always things that need to get done.
Yeah, I hear you. And just like from a standpoint from like a person who doesn't have an illness, like, yeah, I know sometimes it's hard to wake up. Well, it was hard to wake up sometimes, like, especially like when I got my heart broken, like for real broken. It was just like, oh my goodness, like and it wasn't even necessarily the fact that the relationship was over. It was more so like, I'm gonna end up seeing you somewhere, and the friendship and the bond that we had is no longer. So it's just like, man, just going to sleep was hard. Just like falling asleep was hard.
That's interesting you say that, because I had my heart broken once. I guess it may have been my fault, it may have been her fault, but that stuff stays with you for a little while, and that's another, I guess, angle of life, where you have to sort of learn how to deal with that separation from a person you thought that person was there for you all the time, and all of a sudden they're not there anymore. And you have to learn how to sort of maneuver life without them. All the calls stop, all the texts stop, all these things stop. So that's when people get over that stuff, I think that's part of what I was saying earlier, the push. It's are you learning how to get over that? You learn the way to push yourself.
Yep. I think that right there was just like, it took me a long time too to get over that. I say What did help me get over was another crush that came along, you know what I mean? And
Mhm.
so, like, at first I was like, "Bunk that, I don't care about nobody else, blah, blah, blah." And then eventually I was like, "Oh, you know, this was
Yeah.
interesting."
It always reaches a point where you sort of accept it. Like acceptance is a good, excuse me, a good word to use for this conversation because you have to accept what is real. You know, you can't go back. Like
Yeah.
time is linear, so you can only keep moving forward. So you just sort of learn to live. It sounds so kind of cynical, but that's just life, I guess.
No, but it's true. And you said something really important too, like time. Like that is that is, I think, the most important, valuable thing in the world. I think it's more precious than like rubies and pearls. Like, because you can always get another pearl, but you can never
Mm-hmm.
repeat time.
Right,
Like the moment, like a half an hour ago, you can't repeat that. So if you didn't
right.
enjoy a half an hour ago, then like that's gone. It's never coming back,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So like, yeah, we definitely have to like enjoy what little bit of time we have. And it's only a little bit of time. Like imagine 80 years if we all get to
Mm-hmm.
live to 80 or something like that. That's not
Mm-hmm.
a lot of time,
Right.
you know? And so much can happen or so little can happen. It all depends on how you use it, you know? So,
Here's an interesting thing. Like, there's no such thing as like we as humans we try to understand everything on Earth. Like we came up with this 24-hour clock. We say
mm-hmm,
it's what we say it's 8:47 right now, but that's not real. It's
it's
just
true.
time is this thing that just keeps going. It's not, it's not really. It's just a human. Like our understanding of time is on a clock. It's these numbers. But
Mm-hmm.
time is just this thing that doesn't care if you're alive, if you're dead, it doesn't matter. It just keeps going.
Keeps going. Like, for instance, birthdays. We put time constraints on our own lives. So
Right.
like you're thinking like, okay, the average lifespan is like 70 for a woman. I'm probably wrong. Like 70 for, let's just say, for example, the average woman's lifespan is 70 and the man is like 65, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so now we're like, ooh, by the time I'm 70, I'm gonna die. So now you've already started making your body feel like once you mentally, or once they tell you you're this age, you're supposed to die. Like
Right.
it's kind of like you said, we're putting limits on ourselves. Now, if there was
Mm-hmm.
no such thing as a birth date and we just existed, then maybe we would live a little bit longer than the expected time frame that we've been given,
Right.
theoretically, you know?
Mm-hmm. That's one thing I like about this generation is we look at things differently.
Hmm.
I mean, everything that let's say the baby boomers looked at, we look at it much differently because we have these phones and we're always, worried about technology and whatnot. So time seems to move faster for us. I mean, it's already March,
Right. End of March.
right? Like it went so fast. I would imagine like before phones, before these technological advances, so to speak,
Hmm.
we had like people took more time on things because time each minute mattered more than it does now. Now it's like
True.
I spend so much time on Instagram.
Hmm.
It's incredible. It's like I'm not gonna say it's a waste of time, but it's just like it 1 minute passes and it's like feels like 1 second.
It's
We
true.
don't really take time for just take time because time is precious.
It's like that instant microwave type of thing. Like once, you want to hurry up and get your little popcorn, so you pop it for a minute versus when it used to be
Mm-hmm.
on stovetop, when it used to like take time for the kernels to pop up. You used to have to shake
Exactly.
it up and then watch it and nurture it. And now it's just like you
Exactly.
put it in and then walk away. And then you
Exactly.
move to the next thing that stimulates you. Then the same thing over and
Right.
over and over again.
And I like to think about time a lot because this is sort of off topic, but when I was in school from 2009 to 2014, and 2009, 2010, 2011, and 12. Each one of those years, I lost a friend. Like every single year, and like it made me started thinking about time differently because their time is up.
Did they die or something, or
at the same time?
Did they die, or they just?
Yeah, they all died. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. What did they die of?
3 in car crashes, but the first one he was he was a Navy SEAL and he drowned in one of their like exercises. He just didn't get back up to the top, so he drowned. And I was just, if you start looking at things differently and you start, just looking at life differently, and then I got sick, someone close to me got sick, you start looking at life from just different angles, just to try to make sense of it,
And like out of all of that, out of everybody, you're still here. You know what I mean?
Right. Still and it's here. Like, why me? You start to think like that. But it's like, I don't know. I don't want to get religious on this right now, but you start to just question everything in a sense,
Like, yeah, who is God and what's going on? Like, why?
Yeah.
I mean, and it's like you said, it like from the very, very beginning, like you said, like we spend so much time trying to dissect and understand everything that we lose the essence of the now, the moment of now, enjoying what's going on right now, what's in front of you. Like the moments that we share, right? The moment that we're sharing now is valuable because you know what I mean? It's like we don't get to talk every single day, and I don't know. We just have to enjoy it because these are memories that no one can ever take away,
Yeah, it's incredible. But that's, you're just like we're all here for a reason, I guess. People like to say that. But I believe that, we wouldn't be here in this very moment in time and space if not for a reason.
Right. All right. And I never ever intended on doing a hello world or anything like this, blogging on YouTube. I never ever intended on doing that. My path was just t-shirts, onesies, socks. That's it. You know what I mean? That's what that was my intention. But now it's come to like social. Like, let's just talk about things that are difficult to talk about. Let's talk about things that are real. Let's talk about things that are not scripted. And it's just like, this is all part of helping each other heal. You know what I mean? Like, if we don't start talking more about things that affect us, there's no way that people can feel comfortable about wanting to be free in themselves,
Right.
So yeah, it's crazy, but time definitely waits for no one. Doesn't wait for anybody. So what do you plan on doing with the license and stuff?
Well, I'm actually working with my dad. Okay. So he already has his life and health insurance license. So I'm going to start working with him closer and just start recruiting people and trying to get more of this information out because I think it's very important that people have life insurance. I mean, people have insurance on their car, but they don't have it on their life. Which one is more valuable?
Yeah, because a car, like, you never get that money back. But with life insurance, it's like you're growing something, right? You're growing something.
Building something for yourself and for your legacy. If you have kids, if you have, I don't know, people you want to leave
something
money for, resources for, so they can be able to live comfortably. And let's say, because a lot of this is about having a beneficiary. When, let's say, I get a life insurance policy in my name and I die 2 years from now, but you were my beneficiary, so you get all the money I built up in this life insurance policy that it just goes straight to you, which is good. You have money to first of all, you can bury me. You know, that's not a problem. The cost is not a problem. It's very sort of cryptic in a sense. It's sort of like negative in a sense, but there's such a positive side to it. I mean, imagine you get a life insurance policy for $500,000, paying like $50 to $70 a month for it. Somebody dies, you get that money, and it's like it is sort of a weight off your shoulders to be able to afford things after this person died. I mean, I'm not trying to equate money with life, but we all spend most of our life working for money, so
Right, and then we never get the chance to absolutely enjoy or spend it all.
Right. Right. But that's the thing with insurance. You can actually build money within your policy. It builds a cash value, and you can actually use that money, and you can borrow money against yourself, your own money. So you're not losing anything either way. Someone doesn't have to die for you to have a benefit with owning a life insurance policy. There's a lot of positives to it. I don't want to get too much into it because I'm not a full on professional, but these are the things I'm working with.
Yeah, that sounds good. I mean, for anybody who may be listening, once he gets his license, you might want to check out the information below, because I'm going to definitely put in your information below. So if people wanted to reach out to you, they can reach out to you. And also, like, is it okay if people reach out to you if they're struggling with MS? Maybe.
Oh, for sure. If you're struggling with MS, I can tell you everything about it. I mean, when I was in school, I was studying two things. I went to school for sports management, and then I switched my major to sociology with a minor in economics. Macroeconomics was my specialty, but MS was my true specialty because I was living with it, and I'm still living with it. So if you have questions about MS, just go ahead and shoot me a DM or whatever, and we can talk about it, because I had to reach a point where, it's more about me sort of helping people get through with it. I go to MS conferences every year, and I feel like a superstar over there, because like a lot of people come in there with walkers and wheelchairs, and I'm fortunate to still be able to walk on my feet, although I do use a cane.
That's okay.
I can still walk on my feet, and I still live good quality of life for someone with multiple sclerosis.
Can it ever be reversed?
I'm sorry?
Can the illness ever be reversed, at least?
Well, yeah, that's one thing. I mean, I'm still saving money for this. It's called stem cell therapy. It's supposed to bring you back to a normal sort of walking gait, but also there's a lot of it has to do with nutrition, the way you feed your body, what you feed your body. No fast foods, more greens than meat. How you feed yourself, both mentally and physically, what you eat, it matters a lot. Even if you're not sick, this has a lot to do with how your body reacts to the things in the environment that you don't really see. So there's a doctor that died a couple of years ago. His name is Dr. Sebi. And he cured naturally. He cured people. You may have heard of him, Dr. Sebi. You should look him up. It's Dr. Sebi. He passed away now, but his legacy lives on. And there's a rapper called Nipsey Hussle.
I heard him.
Coming out with a documentary about Dr. Sebi and how he actually went to. He had a court case in New York. And he proved to the courts, I believe it might have been the Supreme Court, I could be wrong, you can fact check, but he proved to them that he healed these people with these horrible diseases. He was based in Honduras, and he healed these people from these diseases just by natural things like plants and herbs and fruits, just a strict diet on these things, and he healed these people. And this goes into the pharmaceutical industry. They're losing money, and all it boils down to
they probably wanted him, boy. They wanted him bad.
Right. I'm not gonna say anything, but I feel like they killed him, But
that's what a lot of people say. That's what a lot of people say. I hear his name a lot. That's what I heard. A lot of people say that they didn't like, Pharma did not like that.
Yeah. And these people are the ones that with the money. You know, they're the ones that sort of control the shops. So they either, if you cut into these people's pockets, they're gonna get rid of you.
Yeah. Yeah, he probably already knew. Hopefully he passed his knowledge along to someone that could take it to the next level
Oh
for
yeah,
him.
they have. I believe he has an office in California somewhere, probably Southern California,
Hmm.
and they pretty much just take on his legacy of this sort of holistic healing instead of these pills that you get hooked on and you have to pay $700, $800 for a pill if you don't have insurance. But the pill they're making it for like cents on the dollar. It's pretty bad.
Yeah. Yeah, it's unfair. I don't understand how they get a pricing scale that much. It's
It's all
crazy.
about the mighty dollar at the end of the day. Sadly.
It's crazy. It's crazy, but I hope that you are able to get the treatment soon.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. I'm just,
Soon.
bills come up and personal things going on in your life, so things get in the way. But it's all in good timing. It's gonna happen.
Good. I can't wait. I mean, because I believe it's definitely going to improve. I believe, not I think, I believe that it's going to improve everything for you in a phenomenal way. And I just can't wait for you to see the results. You know what I mean?
For sure, I can. I'm gonna probably put an Instagram video up of me running down the street.
Yeah, that'll be dope.
Just yelling and screaming because this is like 10 years in. It's like I talked to a lot of people on Facebook. I'm part of a group having to do with a lot of people with MS, and we bounce ideas off each other. How they live, how it affected them, and that sort of helps me and keeps me not feeling, I guess, because with this disease you can feel lonely.
Right. I think with any disease, you can tend to feel lonely because one, you don't want to talk about it. Two, I think, well, I don't know, you can confirm this, but there's like a bit of feeling of embarrassment, about it.
For sure.
And then three is just like, who wants to admit, like, man, you're such a young person, and you know what I mean? Just, yeah, I could definitely empathize with you. You know what I mean? I could definitely empathize.
It definitely took away part of my youth in a sense. Everybody's out doing things sort of like quote unquote normally, and I have to sort of not really be normal. I'm not a normal 27-year-old. I wasn't a normal 19-year-old, but I still tried to live like a 19-year-old, and that was my mistake because I was given something that not every 19-year-old has, especially in college. Like, you don't think this is going to happen, but you just, I just to speak on a personal standpoint, I was still living like I wasn't sick all through college. And that's what got me to the point. I never finished. I sort of failed my last two classes, and my GPA dropped, so I wasn't able to receive my degree. So I'm one semester away. So all I have to do is go back to school and get
that one little credit.
Degree, but things get in the way, and it's all about importance within your life. If you can't go, don't force yourself, because I don't know where I would be if I kept going. I might be in a wheelchair. It's all sort of quote unquote for just God's timing in a sense.
Yeah, I don't know, but I have great feelings about this for you. You know what I mean? I really do.
Sure.
I really
do. It's all gonna work out. I don't ever really put too much energy towards that as far as like my thoughts, because I know it's gonna work out regardless, as long as I'm working towards it and I have people that are sort of supporting me on this journey. That always helps. You need to find a support system, whatever you're doing.
Yes.
Whether it's you're starting a business or you're, I don't know, you got a new job, you're trying to be I don't know, whatever you're trying to do, you have to find yourself a good support system, and most of the time, your support system is right around you.
Exactly.
And they'll show up, and they'll show themselves, just for that feel good, you know.
Mm-hmm. How's your book coming along?
Oh, I've written it in like a month or so, right?
Uh-oh.
It's not really on my top priorities right now, but it's definitely something I'm trying to finish.
How many chapters do you have so far?
I'm sorry?
How many chapters do you have so far?
10 chapters right now. Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty decent.
I'm kind of a nerd, so it's kind of like a sci-fi nerd adventure in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very interesting. I'm not going to reveal all of it, but
yeah, give us a little something. Give us a little tiny something, a little something.
Well, it's about it's called From Magic for Love. So love is a created world that I created, and in this world, it's run on a thing called prana. Prana is actually like an energy source on Earth. It's a word for an energy source on Earth. But it's a real thing in love. And it's about Magic, who's a boy who comes from a sort of impoverished area in love, and there's not supposed to be poverty or anything bad in love, because love is love, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he finds himself in interesting situations, trying to figure out how to fix everything in love, because his sister is sort of a genius. Her name is Margaret.
Mm-hmm.
She like sort of leads him in the way to finding everything that has to do with love. And the secret about him is that he's actually from Earth.
Oh.
So Magic is trying to figure out a way to sort of bring love back into the planet called love. And
I like it.
That's all I'm doing for now.
I can't wait.
I'm only on 10 chapters, so I'm not fully done.
How many chapters you trying to do?
As many as it takes to finish the book. I think
okay.
I'll be done. If I'm really focused, I can be done in like 3 months. But I'm not focused right now. But that's what I got for now.
I can't wait to read it. I can't actually, like, when you were talking about it, I was thinking of the movie. And so that looked like it's gonna be a good movie. You should hit up Alan to direct it.
No, I'm going to. I'm gonna hit up with Alan when once I'm halfway through, I'll probably talk to him about creating a film for it.
Yeah, I like that.
I have big plans for it. I've always had big plans for it since it all started when I was in school. Actually, I lost my ability to walk, and I was in an apartment, and there was no Wi-Fi, there was no TV, so I was just there trying to figure out what I can do with myself, because I had to figure out how to walk. So I was like, you know what, let me just write, because that's something I feel like I'm good at. And I was just trying to figure out what that is, and it grew into this sort of story that I'm trying to put together. The reason why it's taking so long is because of all the things
that you're doing now,
my life, having to do with multiple sclerosis and stuff like that. You have your down days and your up days, but it's all good.
I didn't know you lost the ability to walk. I just thought that it was just progressively getting worse.
That was my the same year I got diagnosed. It was fall semester. It was 3 months in that semester. It was August, September, and November, 2012. And I woke up one morning and I just couldn't move anything on my right side of my body. My fingers, my hands were numb, my ankle, my toes. All, and I actually wrote a blog post about this.
I still have them. I
forgot what it was called, but it's all in that blog post. I kind of spoke about how to put. I might have put push in there. I sort of found my, energy to push myself through that situation, and I had a gym downstairs, and I would limp downstairs. It took me it's like a like a 2 minute walk. Took me like 10 to probably like 10 minutes to go downstairs and go to the gym, but I had to do that every single day.
Well, what happened to
like
your friends? They weren't around?
Commit myself to that, I wouldn't be where I am right now.
Your friends weren't around and nobody was around to help you?
Actually, that was anxiety and embarrassment. I didn't call anybody. I had a sort of lady friend named Sherelle. She would come around and spend some time with me. My sister, I lived with my sister, but she had her boyfriend, so she was distracted. So I just kind of took it on myself to help myself.
Wow, that's definitely a triumph.
Yeah, I guess, but I've heard much worse stories than that, so really? I don't really see it as that.
Well, I mean, like, listening for the first time from your mouth, like, I had no idea. I had no idea it was like that.
Oh, I thought I told you before.
No, I mean, we talked about a lot of different things, but I didn't know you couldn't walk,
Yeah, I mean, I could walk, but it was like a very hard limp. It was like, I couldn't feel my legs, my right leg, like everything was gone. I lost, like I remember looking at my stomach and I had like sort of ab definition on my left side and not on my right side. So these things that happened in my life, this is like one thing. This is like a major thing that I always remember. But this thing sort of gave me confidence, in life to say, hey, if you can do that, imagine what else you can do.
That's that push.
Yeah, that push. That's what it's all about.
Sure. Is there any advice you want to give people?
Advice. The only advice I want to give people is love the people that are in your life every day, because that's, at the end of the day, that's what is going to get you through. I mean, in college, just since I was diagnosed with, my whole life, I every day I live for the moment where I can pay my parents back for everything they did for me. Because that's like, I don't know, like I had many girlfriends, I had all this stuff, but when things came down to it, when things got really hard, all that was there for me was my mom and dad, and I sort of I think the advice would be to whoever's there for you right now, just don't take them for granted, because you never know when their day is the last day, and you never know when your day is the last day. So spend as much time with them as possible, and always pay them back. It doesn't have to be with money. It can be just with time, because time is more valuable than money.
So true. So true. And when you were talking about health and like the food you eat, I actually did a episode about health tips and like what to eat and try to eat more of. And so it's so real how you say, yeah, you just got to eat a lot more greens. And I was like, I was just talking about that yesterday.
But nobody wants to eat more greens. I mean, when I think about eating, that's not the first thing I think about. My favorite food is pizza. That's what I'm gonna eat. If you ask me, what are you trying to eat?
Put some spinach on it.
It's not healthy, but you have your cheat days. I have a friend that's a personal trainer. He's actually the assistant fitness director for a pretty big gym here in sort of like, let's say, like 20 minutes from where I live. And he's an assistant fitness director, so he sort of put me onto these different diets that I should start trying to sort of alleviate
the inflammation,
the symptoms that come with my chronic illness.
What kind of foods did he suggest?
I mean, the same thing, greens. So you have to. Well, for me, because everyone is different. Everybody's body reacts different to the different food intake. But for me, more greens, a lot of fruit. don't skip red meat. A lot of people say stay away from red meat, but some people's body requires that.
Yeah.
You have to find sort of what works for you.
It's all about the blood type too.
Right. I wouldn't recommend, I would recommend mostly focusing on what works for you, because you'll find it from different. You take 2 weeks, eat healthy, you're definitely eating more greens than meat, than chicken, than eggs, all these things, they matter, but what matters most is eating green, honestly.
That's very true.
Yeah, and there's a whole vegan craze going on. I think that's a good. Whole vegan craze going on.
You believe in that?
Yeah.
I don't think I have the discipline of being a vegan.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just, it goes back to what I said. It's mostly about what works for you. Because I tried it I actually tried it the first month of last year, and it just didn't. My body rejected it. I wasn't really responding to it well, because my body needs certain things that it's used to eating.
Right. Yeah, I don't think I could discipline myself to be a vegan. Like, it's too much. Like, for me, it's just the preparation of it all is too much for me. I can't.
Right.
It's like, it's bad enough that, I'm a snacker by nature, and, to take all of that away and then to prepare everything from scratch, buy every day. Like, you'd have to go food shopping every single day. And ironically, I'm almost in a supermarket every day. So I, in effect, can be a vegan, but you gotta eliminate everything pretty much.
Yeah.
And that's
it's pretty much just you eliminate all animal products, so you don't eat actual animals, and you don't eat anything that poops, pees. You don't eat eggs, because that's like an animal product.
That's
you
not
sort of like from the earth. But that was very hard. It's hard to focus on that, because I'm so used to. My diet was so used to having eggs and having different meats in my body. Chicken, can't do without chicken. Can't do without pepperoni on pizza. That sort of thing. It was hard for me.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm real good with that. You can miss me with that. unless I had unless I had a personal chef who prepared my meals every day and turned me into a vegan. That's the only way I could do it. That's the only way I can do it. I definitely could not do that on my own.
Right. Yeah, definitely. I would just recommend exploring different diets to use. I'm not really a person that follows trends and fads and stuff, but it gives you a good stepping stone to begin your journey on start finding out where you lie as far as what your body will accept and will reject.
Do you know your blood type?
I have no clue.
I need to figure out the next time I give blood. I need to figure out what my blood type is. I used to know what it was, but they say according to your blood type, you can tell if you should be a carnivore, if you should just eat fish or grain or whatever. They tell you that's good. So once you know your blood type, you can pretty much know, what your dietary breakdown should be. So I definitely got to get on the ball with that.
For sure.
Definitely. Let's see.
How have you been though? How have you been?
Me?
Talk enough about
me. I'm okay. I'm not gonna lie, I have my little ups and downs from time to time, but I'm good. I'm good. Today I'm good. And my struggles, the struggles I complain about with you all the time. But Otherwise, I'm good. And business is going to get better no matter what. It is because people are, believing in what we're trying to do. And I say we because you are still a much to me a part of it as ever because you were there in the beginning. So I really never forget what you've contributed.
I
Um,
appreciate that.
and with all these new elements that are coming along, and also people make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell so you can tune in whenever we go on. You never know who I'll be talking to. But I think these are like good therapy sessions, not only for us, but for those who may be watching. So I definitely, I'm definitely good right now. Today I'm good. I watch a lot of the motivational videos and stuff, the law of attraction videos. I watch a lot of that, and
Hmm.
it helps keep you, helps keep your mind, reminding yourself that if there's something that you want to do, you have to definitely focus your mind on that one thing. If there's
Right.
some people that you want to model yourself after, you have to focus your mind, or whatever it is the case may be. Um, so that's pretty much it. Pretty much it. The
That's good.
job is
That's good.
good. I can't complain about the job. That's good. Um, what else? The gym is good. I could go. I could.
Always good.
Yeah, I could always do a little bit more social activities, but for now, I can say everything is decent.
That's great.
Hmm.
Yeah, you said a word just now that made me think of a whole new topic, but I can't remember what it was.
What?
I can't remember.
Oh man,
Because my memory is horrible. But,
really? Your short-term memory got crushed.
huh?
I said your short-term memory got crushed.
Destroyed.
Oh man, they demolished it.
Yeah, just done. No more.
Oh man, I hope that comes back.
What was it? I can't remember it, but I'll think of it.
Yeah, we can always come back to it again another day. you know.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Well, anyway, it was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you for giving a little insight about MS. And again, I can't wait for you to have your treatment and just absolutely see you, in a different way. So I can't wait for that. And I can't wait for you to tell me that you passed so that I can hear what's going on, the next steps and all of that good
Oh,
stuff. And I also can't wait for that book to come out. And then the movie, you got a lot of things that you have me anticipating, sir.
I'm nervous.
No need to be nervous. It's just goals. They're goals.
No
Goals ready
doubt.
for you to kill.
Well, cool. Thank you for having me on the show. I really appreciate this. It
Yeah,
was
no
cool. I hope
doubt.
we can do this again
Oh,
sometime. And
for sure.
talk about something on a lighter note.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Well, everybody, it was nice hearing from you. Well, thank you for tuning in. And just as a reminder, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell. I wish you the best of the rest of your evening. I hope that your week ends up being better than you expected. And I hope that everything you do will make you happy and, moreover, live a healthy, abundant, and loving life. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow on another episode of Hello